all understood what is Vedanta. And I say it 100 times, I'll say it thousands of times, understanding Vedanta is very, very easy. And anyone who convinces you otherwise is not talking Vedanta. Is it okay? What? What?
It's very easy.
Understanding Vedanta is what? Very easy. I have made 10-year-old understand. 10-year-olds, not one. Lots of. So anyone who says otherwise is not talking Vedanta or making it complicated. Okay? So Vedanta is what? Very easy to. The important thing is what?
Understand.
Remember that. What? It is very, very easy to what?
Understand.
It's a big, 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 big what? But. And that is, it is very, 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 continue 5-10 more times, very
Difficult
to accept. What? I know you didn't understand this. I don't worry. I'm very sensitive to all your faces and what is happening inside you, everything, so don't worry. Okay, come. First, understand this much. What? Vedanta is what?
very easy.
Very
easy.
And don't let anyone in the world convince you otherwise. What?
Very easy to
Second is
understand.
very easy to what?
Understand.
But. What? What's the second thing?
Very difficult to accept.
To what?
Accept.
So what does it mean? No, all of you. Very intelligent, great sadhaks, right? Look at that lovely smile on all your faces. You accepted this immediately. Have you all understood that? You accepted it in a second. You understood it and what?
Accepted it.
You see this? What was the gap between understanding it and accepting it? Come on. One thought is understood, second thought is accepted. Of course. Thank you. And you responded as well. Is it true or not?
Yes.
And I told you what? You are the infinite self. What happened? Not one smile on anyone's face. Not one person smiled. What does that mean? You all understood it, but no one accepted. Are you getting the difference now? I want you all to be able to understand the difference. If you say, no, I don't understand, it's there, it's a fact. But we have heard it for years. It's not the first time we're hearing it. You've understood it. But what's the problem? No. Accept. We don't accept it. We won't even accept that we don't accept it. But the fact is what? We have not. No, you'll say, no, Swamiji, still it's not that clear. I gave you an example and it proved, like shows that yes. See, if I tell you that you are infinite, if I tell you, I am telling you, what? You are infinite. And if you've accepted it, now what happens is I have told you, you are infinite. Now you're waiting for me to say the next thing. Isn't it ridiculous? Aage chalo. What aage chalo? Finish. It's over. Yes, I understand. But you get this point. The very fact that this doesn't thrill you. I am giving you a small little compliment that you woke up in the morning. Are you understanding? Which anyway you would have woken up. If you had some other thing also, you would have woken with them all. Is it true or not? But for that little thing, immediately what? And for I am infinite, I mean, can you imagine this thought? I am infinite. I mean, should it not blow your mind? Bolo. After that, what should happen? Should you be say, okay, come on, next. What next? What next? I mean, you're infinite. Finish, over, done. Right? Can there be a bigger compliment than that? A greater compliment than that? Please tell me. There cannot. You can't, there is nothing more than infinite. You get it? You can't say infinite, but I still am not. I am finished, over, done. Got it? The very fact that this doesn't happen means you've not accepted. Got it? Interesting, huh? So, what happens? Over the years, we only have a knot of understanding. Did you understand what I'm saying? Look at all of the knots. So, over the years, we keep nodding and we have a knot of understanding, but we don't have an of realization. Interesting now? Bolo. Don't look dejected about it. Remember, you're still infinite only. Okay. But it's good to know this. Because otherwise we are in some wrong notions about Vedanta and about ourselves and about everything else also. So that is what I want to shake you up. Resuscitation is what I'm trying to do. Okay? Why is this happening? I am understanding. I know. Yet, why? What is missing? What is happening? How do we get our head around this whole thing and come to this You want the ahs in your life or the Swamiji, this nodding is enough. This is not, we've got enough ahs. Here, all these also. Don't worry, this is such that it's a permanent You understand? Other ahs become O's. But this will remain what? Permanent Now, see what happens is, the methodology of Vedanta is Shravana. Immediate answers. This is one of the problems I'm going to talk about. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. What are the three things? These are all extremely important if you're a Vedanta student. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. These are the three important ones. We all do Shravana. We have done Shravana. Actually, we may not actually have done Shravana also. What you don't know us. 25 years I have been listening. I have been listening to you for 25 years. Forget anything else. And you are saying what? We have not done what? Shravana? What are you talking? Shravana is a technical word. Shravana does not listen. Mean what? Listening. It's a technical word. So what does Shravana mean? I asked you the first question when you came here, na? What did I say? What was my first question? So only first question, now we are in the 10th question. What was my first question? What is the very essence of Vedanta? Was that not the first question? And what was the answer to it? I told you to learn it. Just say it even if you don't understand it. I am the infinite truth. Ham Brahmasmi, Ham Satchidananda, whatever you want to say. Okay? So, what? Now, when I asked this, many of you didn't get this also. When you get that what? That the Guru and the scriptures, they are trying to tell me I am Satchidananda. That is it, and nothing else but that. You have done what? Shravanam. Got it? So technical language, it's called Tatparya Nirnaya. It's good to know a few Sanskrit words. And both these words are there in every Indian language. Is it true or not? Tatparya शब्द है कि नहीं? हिंदी में है, गुजराती में है, Telugu में, whatever language you have except Tamil, it is there. Isn't it true? What? Tatparya and Nirnay. Nirnay word is also there in Hindi or not? Nirnay means what? Nischay. Tatparya, Nirnay. Right? And it's good also to learn these few technical Sanskrit words. You can throw them around. Very impressive. आपका तात्पर्य निर्णय नहीं हुआ है. Very impressive. And then even if someone is talking Vedanta, you throw in a word like that and you'll impress some. They'll be sad. Especially over here, when the rest of them don't know the word. And even if you go to India and some sadhu mahatmas are there and you throw a word like Tatparya and you say, Arey, ye, acha, Vedanta, acha, back. So it's good to have this. And they're simple, 2 words only, not difficult enough. That's why you can use your phone. Right now. So, what is the meaning of Tatparya Nirnay? To ascertain that this is actually what Vedanta is saying. Right? The understanding that this is what the Guru and Vedanta is trying to say. See, so many people used to listen to Gurudev, right? And it's like they would be fascinated with his talks. They were really, truly great. And you ask them at the end of the talk, his jokes were so good. I'm telling you, his English was fantastic. So now, what is the Tatparya they got? From the whole talk, what will they get? You're getting the point? Even now, see, if you ask 90% of the people who come for the Vedanta, Swamiji, it is helping me very well in life. I am able to deal with my colleagues. Or it is helping me with my mother-in-law. So what is the Tatparya Nirnaya of Vedanta for them? Have you got this, what I'm saying? Swamiji, I'm telling you, now I'm much calmer. And then, I get lost in this, why? Because I don't understand a thing. So it just goes over my head and I just sit there. It happens to many people. They're just sitting there. Everything, and they feel good because something is happening. The rest of the time, their mind is so agitated, so you're nice that, what is called feel good factor. I'm telling you, this feel good factor is what Dubai is running on that. Is it fact or not? Bolo na. Whole of Dubai is running on that. What is it? Feel good factor. Why Dubai? The whole world. Is it true or not? She says, I feel so good. Vedanta is so good. What does it mean? Have you done Tatparya Nirnaya? No. Got that now? So that is why when we say we do Shravana, most of us have not even done Shravana. 20 years, 25 years, 50 years, Shravana is not done. Now if Shravana is not done, the other 2 are out of question. Because on what is done as Shravanam, you have to do what? Mananam. Mananam means what? Reflection. Shravanam is listening. Mananam is reflection. So you can't do Mananam. This is exactly what happens to us also. Guruji says it beautifully. Whenever I say Guruji, I mean Swami Vimalanandaji. Whenever I say Gurudev, I mean Swami Chinmayananda. Okay, so because some is not this, so whenever I say. So Guruji says it beautifully. He's saying, Shravana Vedanta karte hain. I'll translate, don't worry. Manana संसार का करते हैं, तो साक्षात्कार दुख का होता है. Isn't it sweet? We do Shravanam of Vedanta. We listen to Vedanta but reflect on the world, and therefore we get realization of sorrow.
Wow.
What is that? So, first and foremost, I have to have a watch. Can someone give me a watch? Because I have. Good. Nowadays we stop wearing watches, no? Thank you so much. Because if I don't have a watch, you will start looking at your watches. Now don't worry, I will keep it on. So, when we listen more, again I'm telling you, understanding Vedanta is easy. Don't ever think otherwise. So, when we listen to Vedanta, many times Tatparya Nirnaya does happen. It's not that it doesn't happen. For some, it does happen also. And then they keep listening again and again and again and again. What happens? Our understanding deepens. Remember this. So, should we do any listening or not? Yes, please do listen. Please listen. Please. It's important. Because what is going to happen? Your understanding will deepen. Your understanding will become more and more clear. It will become better, better, better. It's good to listen again and again, even after you've understood. Otherwise, out of touch हो जाते हैं. हमारा बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है ना, आउट ऑफ टच और आउट ऑफ साइट, आउट ऑफ हो जाता है, होता है कि so it is good to listen again and again. Your understanding becomes deeper. First of all, you know that Tatparya Nirnaya, if it does not happen, it will happen at one stage, sometime or the other, in some way or the other. It will happen. Okay. But what is missing in our life is a second thing, and that is why we are not having the hours of life. And what is that? I'll tell you why this Malanam does not happen also. It's very interesting. Till now, you all agree with whatever I have said? And if you don't agree, just have a question mark on your face, I'll catch it. Don't poke your face and sit like that. I won't understand. So you have to, your eyes must all, because I'm looking at your eyes. I'm not really looking at your faces also, I'm looking at your eyes more than anything. Okay? So, first, we don't know how to do Manana. It's too difficult. Manana is not easy. Everyone has the capacity to do Manana. 3. No one has taught us how to do Manana. Everyone has only taught us how to Shravanam. No one has actually taught us how to do Manana. I am telling you, most of us in the name of Mananam do Ratanam. What is Ratanam? Repeating the thought again. Don't we do that? And you should see how we do. We take a book, Gurudev's book or some commentary somewhere like that, and said, yes, whatever the Gurudev has said is right. Of course it is right. Do we do that or not? Yes. We are trying to prove Gurudev is right. Arey Baba, he is right. Scripture, no, I am telling you, no, but he has written, na. So all questions stop. Why? Gurudev has said it is right. Or this is the way it is. Do we do that or not? तो हम क्या करते हैं? The more we discuss, then what happens? We repeat the ideas straight away. Instead of actually have thought it ourselves, we repeat ideas. When we discuss also, all we do is what? Repeat the words also, the ideas also, the entire thing. So what happens is we are only... And another very, sometimes our manana, I tell you, our manana becomes... all of you have experienced this. You tell your children something. 5 times you tell, and you know 6th time he's not listening. Come on. Or classic examples when the wife tell their husbands. You actually can see that close look on their face. Have you seen that or not? You know they are not listening. The men are saying yes. Your mind becomes... So therefore similar things happen to what? Vedanta. The minute you are Satchidanand, kitni bar ab tak you have heard that you are Satchidanand? Please tell me. Count approximately how many times you heard that you are Satchidananda. I'll tell you 50 times more you are Satchidananda. What happens after some time? You stop listening. You're understanding? In our Hindi language and all say कान बहरे हो जाते हैं. क्या होता है? कान क्या हो जाते हैं? बहरे हो जाते हैं. We become deaf to that. You know, someone is nagging too much, na, you are, and you tell a child also you are useless, you are useless. After some time, what? He stops. Either he becomes a rebel and all, or he just cuts off. He just defense mechanism aa jata hai ki nahi. Yeah. I'm telling you, supposing you are really, you've come today. I hope no one is in that state, please. But supposing you are really miserable, you know, inside you're like very less. And I say you are Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. First you'll get angry with me. Ananda, and I am, oh God. You really get, it actually happened. In Ahmedabad I was giving a talk and all very nice and I was very happy and everyone. Until the end of the talk, and I know this person very well. He came up to me and said, Swamiji, I hope you get stones, kidney stones. What have I ever done to you, my dear? Why do you wish that on me? I have been, this family loved me. You know, the whole family was so close to them and all. I said, but why do you want me to have kidney stones? I have never harmed you. Just tell me, no, that man had kidney stones. And they are extremely painful. So especially, you know, it gets stuck somewhere, that, my God, that pain is really, so this guy has got this pain and I'm saying, you are Ananda Swarup, you are not the body and all of that. He was so mad at me. He just stop talking. You know, just, I am suffering and you're saying Ananda, Ananda. What Ananda? You understand me? So therefore, we become deaf. We don't listen because we've heard it n times. So we just repeat something. Supposing I ask you, what are the 5 koshas? Now feel your Annamaya kosha, Annamaya, Pranamaya. You know, all words keep coming, all information keeps what? Pouring out of us, all heard knowledge is cut. So that is why, in a way, it is a problem to be what is called Bahushrut. Bahushrut means to have listened a lot. You know, when people come for the first time in Vedanta, you should see the... Do you remember your first encounter with Vedanta? Was it thrilling or not?
Yes.
It was thrilling. Why? Because wow! You know that awe was there, not to some extent. The awe of understanding was there. Because you had that excitement. What? I'll tell you what happened with me. I was in love with Vedanta. And it's been my first love ever after that. See, what happens is that the typical egoistic young person, you know, all of us to some extent are, I thought I had thought a lot. Typical. It's only afterward. When I came to Vedanta, I realized I haven't even started thinking. Forget about thought. I said, what? I have never thought. Have you all experienced that? Yes, the whole world opens up in front of you of all different type of things. I said, wow, great. And it excites you, it sort of fascinates you. Isn't Vedanta fascinating and exciting at that time? But after some time, what? Now if you're told, such are you understanding what is happening? So all that excitement of that newness and all that, and that is why we need to what? You see the need for that? You have to bring that back into us. So when we listen, you know, it should become like, and when will that happen? When you do Vimalananda? It will happen. And then, anytime, see, many times, no, but this cassette, I mean this cassette, the song होता है ना, मनोबुद्धि अहंकार चित्तानाहं, न च शूद्र जिह्वे, न च घ्राण नेत्रे, न च व्योम भूमि, न तेजो, न वायु, चिदानंद रूपः शिवोऽहम्. 99.999% appreciate the music. Is it true or not? Bolo, this is very good meditation music. What? This is meditation music? Is it true or not? Bolo. And then they all say, kya baat? Chidananda Rupa. Swamiji, you feel so nice. Again, feel good fact. You feel so nice. You feel so. Come on, you are Satchidananda is what they are trying to do. I'm not the mind. I'm not the mind. That's what they're saying. Mano buddha ahankar naham naham. Who is feeling oh so good? Ahankara. You are not. Chidananda Rupa. The person who sings now, Shivo. He doesn't mean a thing of what he's feeling. Is it true or not? If you are tuned up, now the minute Chidananda Rupa comes, what happens to you? Wow, yes. See, you were going about doing this, that, and eating and all of a sudden this thing happens. Immediately what will happen to you? I am. Your understanding. It's lost because, and we are into so many, see, Dubai and places like, why Dubai? The whole world has become like that. It's a potpourri of so many things. Is it true or not? So everyone is into something. Have you heard this into thing? I'm into. How many of you are into? Into. I'm into nature. I'm into. I'm connecting to God through into. Yes or no? And we feel so, it's my thing. Oh, wonderful, please. By all means. Nothing wrong. See, I'm not condemning any of it. I'm only telling you, I'm talking, because you're talking Vedanta, because we are in a Vedanta class, so I'm all for all your intos. Okay? But remember, all your intos must lead to what? Otherwise, I'm telling you, we go completely. होता है कि नहीं? बोलो. I always remember this. Gurudev, we had a camp with Gurudev, morning with the body. So he would, like everyone was like, before Gurudev comes, and everyone's seated and all. And then he walks down the aisle. Everyone's on both sides. And one very, very good singer, she was singing, Sarvam Brahmamayam, Re Re, Sarvam Brahmamayam. Kim Vachaniyam, Kima Vachaniyam. A beautiful bhajan. So, and everyone, and then Gurudev coming, so that, the thrill of him will come and all of that. So I remember sitting there, walking down, he's saying, Re, Re, Hare, Re, Hare, Re. This is not for singing. But everyone was so thrilled. You should see everyone jhookte the, with that. And that was a kinky classical, so Brahmamayam, Brahmamayam. So, Shravanam is important. Sometimes take a break from Shravanam or see that you do Manana. Now, my advice is, I shouldn't say advice, the word itself is stupid. Okay. Suggestion. 5 minutes to Manana. And Gurudev had said it beautifully, throw away your books and do Manana. What? What do? Books, notes, this, that, and then we sit to study. Then what you're doing is you're only increasing your Shravana, understanding. You're understanding. You take one commentary from here, one this one, and you listen to this. Nowadays everything online, na? And you should see everyone say, I have listened to this Swami, that Swami, that Swami, and that Swami. All Tattva Bodh of all four I have done. Or whatever. Is it true or not? And then what we do, we take all the notes, all the points, and we think we have done Mananam. What have we actually done? Follow. Increased our understanding, and that's about it. With me, everyone? So why do you keep saying Mananam, Mananam and all? You're not telling what is Mananam. You want to know what is Mananam? Come tomorrow. तो सीरियल होती है ना आगे की. But why am I doing it? Because I believe, there are two types of Shravana. One is Shravanatmak Shravanam, the other is Mananatmak Shravanam. Shravanatmak Shravanam means what? When the listening is just listening. And can be very good and very effective. There's nothing wrong with that. But I prefer now to do Mananatmak Shravana. Meaning, I will make you think. Through my... Am I doing that? All of you? Anyone who's not thinking is sleeping. If you're awake, you will be thinking. Is it a fact or not? Because I said, now enough. You've done more than enough. Just Shravanam. I don't believe in that anymore. I said, if you are sitting in front of me, I will make you think. Whether you like it or not. Okay? So, Mananatmak. Now, one is when I am talking, you are thinking, right? You're thinking, you're questioning, and a lot of things. I want you to note your questions. Remember, questions are more important than answers, according to me. As far as I am concerned, questions are more important because questions make you continue to think, answers stop your thinking. Therefore, I don't believe in giving too much answers. I believe in keeping on what? Is it okay? Everyone? Questions, actually answers stop thinking. The minute you get answer, you don't want to think further, which is a sad part of the answers. And the answer is never, a whole thing. It only answers one aspect of things. That's why I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. Many times, Swamiji, what made you go into Vedanta? What made you choose this life? A lot of people are curious. God also, some of you are curious, no? See, some of you saying this. So what do I do? Because this is hundreds and thousands of times this question. I have a very standard answer. What do I say? I met Gurudev. And the interesting part is, they are satisfied. No, this is a ridiculous answer. Or a very partial answer. Why? Because thousands have met Gurudev. Is it true or not? Everyone became sannyasi or what? No. So could that be the only answer? No. But what happens the minute you say no? Okay, go happy. I am happy. They are happy. They stop thinking and bugging me about it. And I am happy because I don't have to answer this question anymore. Are you understanding what I am speaking? So answers stop thinking is what I am trying to say. If it's a real thinking person, they'll say, but I also listen to Gurudev. I didn't become a sannyasi. So that's not an answer. You get the point? But rarely do people do that. Rarely do people do that. Most of them are happy with what? Little answers. No one thinks about the answers also. It's just fact. That is what I mean by... So what I do is, in my lectures nowadays, it's again, my whole things have changed. The way I teach, the way I this, everything has changed. The last 10 minutes of my session, I ask everyone to reflect on what they have heard. So from the time we started till this time, something or the other could be there. I'm not going to talk anymore. And all of you are going to reflect. Now, because ghar jayenge, no one is going to do it. I know it. Is in a factory. You go into your own world and this and that and breakfast and this and everything will go. Yes? So don't worry. I will keep time and I definitely by 8:30, 2 minutes before 8:30 I will finish the session. Okay, so you don't worry, I don't know, I have to go there. So don't now start that I have to go there, I have to. Otherwise right now what you're going to do is what? 10 minutes mila hai, uske saath mein ye karna hai, isko ye karna hai, all to-do list and all that will start making more. Can you please not do that? Yes? I'm not occupying your mind right now, but you have to occupy your own mind by reflecting on what I have spoken. Is it fine?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Use a pen and paper if you want to, or your this if you want to, whatever way. But for the next 10 minutes are your reflection time. You can sleep if you want. But closing eyes is sometimes dangerous. Huh? This is not meditation time, this is reflection time. Don't stop, I'm going to meditate. Don't, please don't. Reflect. When you reflect, if you have questions, please note them down. Write it on a piece of paper and read it tomorrow morning. I will try to answer them.
No.